Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. It is another Sunday morning where I'm live streaming at 11 a.m. Central. Every Sunday, I go live at 11 a.m. Central. Um, I'm doing live paintings for these Sunday sessions. I don't know beyond. I'm working on this series called Echoes of Light, and I don't know if I'll continue doing live painting. The plan is to probably do so once I finish that series. But for now, right now, I'm working on different paintings from the series. In that series, there's approximately 8 paintings, and there's 8 paintings. I've finished 4, so I'm working on 4 more from that series. And in that painting series, um, there's a light source. So a subject is facing the light source, a natural light source, and that's either the sun, the moon, stars. Um, I have nebulas, I have constellations, I have the sun and the moon in some paintings. So looks like I'm pretty much wrapping it up, and today I'm going to be working on one of the paintings from that series. And that painting is called Return of the Spectrum. Let me just make sure. A spectrum return. That's what it's called, a spectrum return. And so it's one of 2 paintings that has a nebula. And as you can see, it's right here. And I finished the first painting. This is the first painting that had the nebula in it. So as you can see, it has a nebula, and the woman is facing the nebula. And this one, she's facing the nebula. Her hair is longer. And so we're going to work on her today. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful Sunday morning and you're being creative. It would be good to know what type of creative things do you like to do? What are some of your creative outlets? So just a backstory on this painting. It started off a disaster, and I created this mass of light blue and black in the background, and it was just so crazy. And so I found out that in order to, I'm working with acrylics, and I'm used to working with pastels. And pastels is easy to blend and it's easy to layer. So acrylic is somewhat a new medium for me. And so I had trouble blending the light blue with the black. So I learned this painting had to be done in layers. So in order to build up the clouds and to blend in one color into another, you had to paint it in layers. So I had to get a glazing medium. And so that glazing medium allowed me to create these different thin clouds. And then it allowed me to like blend one thin translucent layer into another. So that's how I was able to create the nebula. So today I just want to get started on her hair. I had to move her headline up because it looked like she didn't have a neck, so I had to move the headline up slightly. So I feel a little disappointed in myself because I feel like I didn't take the time to create a proper sketch for this. And I didn't take the time to, like, I should have started off with a nude silhouette and then put the clothes on top. So I feel like I didn't really take the time to really create a nice sketch. So I'm pretty much have to work with what I have because there's really not a whole lot that I can do to her at this point, but just to do the best I can with filling her in and painting her. So I have some burnt sienna, some crimson red, ultramarine blue, lemon yellow, and titanium white. And I use Arteza paints. They're really, really good. They're really good, affordable professional paint. And golden. The titanium white is from Golden. So, Golden makes a lot of great professional and artist grade paints. So I'm going to start off with a medium color for her hair. I'm going to start with a medium tone and then go in and paint some darker streaks and then some highlights for her hair. So we'll see how much I have time for today. So I'm mixing a little burnt sienna and white. And there is this idea that if you use color straight out the tube, technically you're not, I won't say you're not a serious artist, but artists get kind of bougie in terms of mixing colors that a lot of artists prefer mixing your colors, and I mix a lot of my colors, but sometimes I like to use the color straight out of the tube, and if it works for you, then do it. You don't always have to mix your colors, or everything you do doesn't always have to involve mixing colors together. If you want to use color straight out of the tube, then do it. Do what works for you. So right now, the first layer is going to be kind of flat. I am just putting some color down and trying to go with the outline that's there. And I probably should switch to a thinner brush. In all honesty, I'm going to have to probably come back and fill in the hair because I have to work on the top. And as you can see, strands of her hair is laying on top of the shirt. So I have to come back and finish up her hair. I didn't realize I made that mistake. So today I'm sitting on the floor so that you can see the canvas a little bit more clearly. And I'm dipping my brush in a little water so that I can get the colors to move, glide across the canvas a little bit easier. Okay. So I'm just really being careful not to go too far into the light source that bleeds into the nebula, if that makes sense. And I really don't know what color I'm going to paint her clothing. I'm still thinking about that. I have some red, yellow, and blue, and I might mix some colors. Um, I might start off with a certain color. So let me see. I may do mix some red, blue. Red and blue makes purple, of course. And a little white. So I have like, it's not lavender. It's like in between magenta and lavender. And that may be a little too dark. Have a spray bottle around here. I don't know where I put it. It would be nice to spray the canvas because I think I'm just going to dip my brush in a little water. The paint wasn't gliding across the surface that well. Okay, so now I have, I would say, a mauve color. So that's like in between a lavender and lilac. Let me see if I can find my spray. There we go, my spray bottle. All right. So as you probably can see, her hair ends here. And doesn't matter if I go into the hair part because I'm going to come back and paint it over. So right now I'm just trying to follow the outline of the silhouette. And when I was creating the nebula, I kind of went into the figure silhouette, the woman silhouette, a little bit. So it looks like she's not proportionate. So I want to make sure that her shoulders are proportionate. So I'm gonna just wipe away a little paint here. I'm cheating. So I'm looking at my prompts for today's live stream. So I'm looking at different things that I wanted to talk about. So this painting is for a neighbor, and she saw some of my paintings online, and she asked me to paint a painting for her. And I really didn't know what I wanted to paint. And all of a sudden an idea came to me to create a nebula for her and to make her painting a part of this series. The shoulders still don't look proportionate. So I'm just going in and wiping away a little paint. So that's the color I'm starting with. I don't know if that's going to be the exact color that I'm going to end with, but we're going to go with mauve for now. And I just want to round off her shoulders a little bit to make her look a little bit more, to show a little curve uh, under her clothes. Right. So I don't know what color her skirt is going to be. I think it's going to be multiple colors, but I need to figure out what color I'm gonna start off with. Um, oh, I need to address her skin. So I am going to mix, I need a little bit more white. So I'm going to mix probably some red, yellow. That's going to give me an orange. But then I'm gonna mix a little white so that I can get a little peachy color. and maybe a little blue. I actually added too much blue, so now we got almost a green. So I'm gonna go back and add a little white and maybe a little bit of red. So now it's like it's too mixed. So I'm gonna add a little bit more. I need more white. So um again, I'm used to working with pastels and I'm trying to get comfortable with working with acrylics. And I really like the look of acrylics. Um, there's nothing about pastels because pastel has a certain vibrancy in the colors. But one thing about the pastel medium is that you have to spray a fixative on it for the medium to stick to the surface. But it always leaves a little bit of a residue. So acrylic is a little bit more I want to say you don't have it's a permanent medium. So like a pastel painting, even if you spray the fixative on it, if you get the painting wet, um it's probably going to affect the painting. Whereas like acrylic or if you're working with oils, you don't have that issue. So I think I have the color that I want for her skin. No, that's too pink. We don't want pink skin. So I'm mixing a little yellow in there. All right, let's see what we have. All right. Little bit, it's a um little light for me, but it's the first layer, so I think I'm gonna go with it for now. I think I'm gonna switch brushes. So I like to build up layers. Um, layers is always good in your painting. So like right now, I'm working on the first layer. Layers is all is good for your painting because it builds up it builds depth, and it makes your painting look a little bit more livelier. So right now you have this peachy color or flesh tone, or I would say nude color that I'm laying down right now for her skin, but I'm probably gonna go in with another layer or two. So I'm not gonna worry about her hair right now, um, because I know that I'm going to go back over her top, and I don't know if I'm going to add if I'm going to go back over it with mauve. I'm not quite sure yet, but the skirt is what's the thing that I really want to pop. So I think I'm going to go with lavender, and I'm going to use the color straight out of the tube. I'll mix a little white with it, and that would give me um, a lighter lavender. I don't know what a lighter lavender is. What color is a lighter lavender? This is lavender, I think, and this is um, a lighter lavender. So the sketch didn't really turn out that bad. And once you start painting it, it comes to life. That's too dark. I'm gonna spray my canvas because the color is not gliding on. The brush is kind of sticking to the canvas. So I have to spray it with a little water. There we go. Well, it's 11:30 and I am about to wrap this up. I'll probably will be finishing this painting this week, and I'll be filming um, the process as I go along. Um, but I'm really excited about it. It looks like it's going to be. Um, it looks like it's going to be a beautiful painting. So I'm really excited. I'm really excited to see what the outcome is going to be. But it's 11:30. I'm about to wrap it up, and I hope you guys have a wonderful Sunday. And I hope I'll see you next Sunday at 11 a.m. Central for another live painting session. Oh, these sessions are also a part of my podcast, which is called Brushstrokes and Beyond. So even though I stream live every Sunday, it becomes these sessions become a part of that podcast. So subscribe to get notifications on my live stream, but also subscribe so you can get updates on the podcast. Okay, guys, I'll see you soon. Have a great Sunday.